Listen up, everyone. Today's video contains a story you absolutely won't believe. When a brand launches, especially one backed by a famous personality, expectations are incredibly high. But what happens when that brand is nothing more than a facade? When quality control doesn't even exist? This is the story of Meghan Markle's company, American Riviera Orchard, also known as Ever. And listen, this isn't just about a failed business. This is about an exposed lie. The host has already stated that Meghan's pushback regarding the inventory scandal is a complete fabrication. And today, everything is about to be revealed. First, here's a twist. The host's fiancé ordered one of Meghan's scented candles as a Christmas joke. Since it was ordered in the UK, by the time it arrived, the host was on vacation in New Zealand. When he returned and opened the candle, believe it or not, there was no wick. The wick is the string you need to light a candle. What good is a candle without a wick?
But first, you're not going to believe it. The most astonishing thing has happened, and I think it shows why this business is done. So my fiancé, as a bit of a joke, before Christmas, decided to order me, and I'm not happy about it, this candle, right? This As Ever scented candle. And we're in the United Kingdom, so it didn't arrive.
The story doesn't end there. This wasn't the first time. This issue had happened before. The company replaced it, and the host thought the problem was resolved. But when the candle was ordered a second time and the box was opened, the same problem again. No wick. Absolutely none. Imagine a premium product with all that marketing money behind it, and they can't even do basic quality checks. The wick comes out of the candle as if it was never properly attached in the first place. Now, the host has two theories. First, maybe this was done deliberately. Second theory, the quality is so cheap and terrible that nobody paid attention on the production line. And on top of that, the smell is awful too. Extremely cheap quality. This is the reality of Meghan Markle's luxury lifestyle brand.
So you are not going to believe what happened when I opened the box, when I got back. There's no wick again. Again. No way to light this thing. Seriously, look. So there are two theories that I have about this. By the way, smells awful. Cheap as chips. And the two theories that I have, look, it comes out just like that, and literally no wick.
Now for the real shock. This candle that can't even be lit. What's the price? On Meghan's official website, $64. And when the host ordered from eBay, it cost $77.94. Imagine paying $77 for a candle that doesn't work. This isn't just one defective piece. This is a pattern. This product is literally a dud, a cheap mess that can't be used. The quality has fallen so low that basic functionality doesn't exist. The host emailed the company with a complaint. Just received the candle today, but there's no wick. There's no need to say this isn't some small company. This is Meghan Markle's brand, an international figure.
$64 from the Was Never website, $77.94 because we ordered it from eBay, is a dud. It's a cheap mess that you cannot light. And so Alan emailed eBay communication.
When the host conducted a live test on their show, what happened? This scandal was exposed in front of millions of viewers. The host said, "You guys, this is not a joke. I'm testing Meghan Markle's new candle. There's literally no wick." Imagine publicly testing a celebrity's product and having it fail. The host humorously suggested that maybe Meghan saw their name and removed the wick. But the real concern is, where is quality control? When the host said, quality really needed to check the quality because it's out of control. This wasn't just about the candle. This was questioning the entire business strategy. And the biggest point, thousands and thousands of products are sitting unsold in warehouses. Now we understand why.
You guys, this is not a joke. I'm testing Meghan Markle's new candle on my show. There's literally no wick. I just got Markle. There's literally nothing to light, okay? There's nothing to light on here. I feel like Meghan Markle saw my name and maybe took it out. Quality control really needed to check the quality because it's out of control.
Expert guest Pete Dina raised an excellent point. Look, this isn't just about one candle. Link Lauren's viral video had already exposed as ever's problems. Warnings had already been given. Pete Dina said, Meghan Markle clearly doesn't have a clear way of running a business. When you're a public figure, when people are making videos about your products, when there's global attention, you cannot afford these blunders.
How can she afford to allow something like this to happen and to maintain a...
What reason do consumers have to come back when initially they're not getting what they paid for? And that too for so much money. This price for a candle isn't justified. This is totally unacceptable. The brand has become a joke.
Honestly, I promise you, I had no idea about it. I wasn't going to talk about it on the show. It was a joke. But given all of the headlines about as ever, and given the fact that it's not Saline, and given the fact that they'd already been warned, by the way, by Link Lauren in that video which went completely viral, this proves this is just a shoddy operation.
Now check out the irony. The host received a promotional email from the mailing list. Find your calm. Begin the new year at a gentler pace. Moments that matter shared over a cup of tea by candlelight. The headline read, As ever, ease into your journey. The host's reaction was perfect. I'm sorry I can't do anything over candlelight when I don't have a goddamn wick. This is the gap between marketing and reality. You're selling a luxury lifestyle in emails, but the product doesn't even work. This is fooling customers.
I'm just going to be honest with you, Pete. I refuse to sign up. I'm not on the mailing list, but my fiance is, so he forwarded it to me. Forwarded it to me. And I know why he's on the list, okay, because he wanted to buy it for me. But look at this. Find your calm. With the rush of the holiday season behind us, we look ahead with an intention to begin the new year at a gentler pace, making space for moments that matter shared over a cup of tea by candlelight or simply taking a pause when the day allows. A reminder that how you start matters and that easing in can be its own kind of resolution. And it was headlined with, as ever, ease into your journey. Well, I'm sorry, I can't.
Now the real scandal emerged. Past leaks had already revealed that Meghan is sitting on $21.8 million worth of inventory that isn't selling. Jack Royston, royal editor, confirmed this leak is accurate. Newsweek also verified it. An insider source shared data. Not one single unit of mulling spices sold in 12 hours. Average of only 200 products selling daily. 137,000 fruit spread boxes sitting in warehouses. This was a holiday collection that didn't sell even after the holidays. Clearly, Meghan completely overestimated demand. There's no guarantee of demand in the international market.
This leak was completely true, and that she's sitting on $21.8 million worth of product. Jack Royston, the royal editor writing this, appears to have yielded broadly accurate tallies of Meghan's stock across her range of...
Nancy Sidley did the calculation. At the current rate, it will take 7 years to sell all the inventory. Understand? 7 years. And after the scandal, As Ever removed crepes and shortbread products from the website entirely. This is damage control, but it's far too late. The host clearly stated there is no way to spin this. No matter what Meghan's team says, numbers don't lie. And now we're going to see the spin coming from Meghan's side.
It will likely take her 7 years to sell it all at current rates. And now Nancy Sidley has worked out that the As Ever crepes and shortbread have been removed from this site after the blunder. So, Pete Dina, I don't think there is any way to spin it. And I will get to Meghan's spin. You know, I always present her side, and we will do that.
Pete Dina made a very deep observation. She has lost her way completely with this brand. But the host made an even more important point. This defines her character. Meghan takes everyone for granted, even her fans. Fans who want to support her aren't even given quality products. The host reminded us, exactly like how Meghan never gave proper time to her charities, didn't take the Commonwealth seriously, wanted payment for the Australia Royal Tour. There is no pride in this tat. She has no pride. This statement is powerful. When you don't have pride in your business, when customer satisfaction doesn't matter, failure is inevitable.
She takes us all for granted.
Yeah.
Even the fans who want to support her. She doesn't want to give them good product. Just like she
Right.
never wanted to give any of herself to her charities or any of herself to the Commonwealth. She wanted to be paid to go on a royal tour of Australia. I mean, this absolutely sums up what type of woman she is. There is no pride.
Now Meghan's team ran a spin through the sun. They claimed, business is flying off the shelf. 87% of inventory has sold. $36 million worth of stock has been sold. This claim was based on Meghan's Bloomberg interview where she mentioned 1 million jars. But this is a lie. The host provided proof. Meghan wasn't talking about 1 million of one individual jar. She was talking about the entire product range. And there's no proof whatsoever. A woman who constantly and consistently lies. The Sun published her claims without verification. This is a huge journalism letdown. Pete Dina said, Meghan is creating an illusion. She's always done this. Lie your way through things. That's why there are no family relationships.
Show me the proof of that, because I don't believe it. And now plans to spread the business worldwide. A source told The Sun, I think it's fair to say business isn't just successful, it's flying off the shelf. Well, you didn't sell one. Not one Mullin cider in a day. Meghan inadvertently revealed that 1 million jars were ordered for that one product and that she only has 130,000 left. It doesn't take a genius to work out that 87% of what has been ordered has been sold. I do not believe this, and I can absolutely prove that this is a big fat lie, because that claim, which has been touted...
Meghan didn't expect people would research in such detail. She didn't think all the lies would catch up. Pete Dina. All of the lies are starting to catch up because she's been doing this for a very long time. On such a big stage, with such global attention, you cannot afford these blunders. This is unbelievable.
All of the information that people are finding out about her behind the scenes, she never expected this to happen. So now all of the lies are starting to catch up with Meghan because she's been doing this since, for a very long time. Okay? That's why. I mean, it's just so.
This scandal isn't just Meghan's. It's a global embarrassment for the royal family because they're still connected through Harry. Pete Dina's clear message was, you have to be far away from Meghan. I think that's what Harry is trying to do. Meghan is delusional if she thinks she can scale this failing business to the global market. It's over.
Embarrassment for, I think, the royal family to be attached to her still somewhat because of Harry. I think this right here, you have to be far away from Meghan. And I think that's what Harry is trying to do. I just think Meghan she's lost her way. She's delusional.
As Meghan fails, that attachment to the monarchy still exists. King Charles has to take a clear stance that he will not be aligned with this couple and their failures. Pete Dina perfectly summarized. Meghan has made everything sloppy, messy with the royals. It's embarrassing. She is so low class. She had such a great opportunity. Now the king has to deal with this slop. Meghan has created problems, not just for the royal family, but for many people. That is her brand. We've seen it in the candle, now we see it in relationships. But the problem is, Buckingham Palace isn't blaming Meghan, which they should be doing. This is the complete exposé. Lies, failed business, poor quality, and a delusional brand strategy.